This performer was known as the king of romantic Chicago soul because of his warm, yearning, vulnerability, and sophisticated class. This versatile vocalist could perform pop, soul, funk, blues, and even a small circuit of R&B. But his actual bread and butter was smooth soul. Today's video focused all around Tyrone Davis. Before we start today's video, let's be sure to leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and push that notification bell to be sure you won't miss out on any more uploads. Now without further ado, let's cue that intro. Tyrone Branch was born on May 4th, 1938 or October 3rd, 1938 in Greensville, Mississippi to Willie Branch and Ora Lee Jones, according to several accounts. As a child, he idolized several vocalists, including Bobby Bland, Brooke Benton, Sam Cooke, and Little Willie John. Tyrone was known to have enjoyed singing gospel music at home with his family and have been known to carry a guitar with him ever since he was a child. In his early years, he lived in Saginaw, Michigan with his siblings and mother until relocating to Chicago with his father in 1959. Tyrone began working as a chauffeur for blues performer Freddie King in Chicago. While working as a chauffeur, he began singing in local bars when he was finally discovered by musician Harold Burge. Early in his career, he was known as Tyrone the Wonder Boy, and he recorded for a numerous of small labels, most notably Four Brothers Records, with tracks such as Suffer,
Went away from me, yes you did. You made me
and Good Company.
'Cause I saw you crying, I saw the tears.
He didn't catch the attention of famed Chicago producer Carl Davis until 1968 at the age of 31. After impressing Davis, he signed him with a deal with Dakar Records. With his new deal, Davis recommended Tyrone to alter his name. So as a thank you for his assistance, he adopted Davis' last name and began going by Tyrone Davis. He got to work right away, releasing his first single, A Woman Needs to Be Loved.
And you gotta live in a mansion like a movie star.
This song did not chart, although it did receive considerable radio play. Davis' second song takes a different approach with a softer, more plaintive vocal style and tone. This song was Can I Change My Mind?
As I pack my bags to leave, I thought she.
This record was a huge success, rocking into the top of the R&B charts and overtaking Marvin Gaye's classic I Heard It Through the Grapevine. In 1969, Davis released another single with Is It Something You Got?
Girl, I didn't think I would have to stay gone so long. Oh, but now 5 weeks have it.
This single was followed by his debut album, Can I Change My Mind, which peaked at 146 on the Billboard 200 charts and number 12 on the Billboard Top R&B Albums charts. By 1970, his biggest hit came with the single Turn Back the Hands of Time.
Oh, darling, I'm so lonely without you.
This was followed by two more singles, I'll Be Right Here
Holding on to you, baby, when you need it.
and Let Me Back In.
We had a little misunderstanding. I packed my bags and left.
That same year, Davis released his second album, Turn Back the Hands of Time, which peaked at number 90 on the Billboard 200 charts and number 9 on the Billboard Top R&B Albums charts. Now with Dakar Records, Davis released a total of 7 albums, with his first 4 releases all charting on the R&B Albums charts, followed by hits such as Could I Forget You?
Girl, my mind is completely made up. Oh, because I
One Way Ticket,
need to bear. But oh, I let my pride.
You Keep Me Holding On,
It keeps me
I had it all the time.
Ladies and gentlemen, while landing at Chicago's O'Hare Airport, please fasten your...
Without you in my life,
when I couldn't call out your name. Oh my,
there it is.
with tears in my eyes, I can't help but
I wish it was me.
who you're going to see. But I wish you
What goes up?
big man out in the world, yeah. I thought there was only two things in life to
And turning point.
turning point in my life.
By 1976, Davis' contract had expired and he had signed with Columbia Records. Davis recorded a numerous of albums while with Columbia, including Love and Touch, which was released in 1976 and peaked at number 89 on the Billboard 200 charts and number 12 on the Billboard Top R&B Albums charts. Let's Be Closer Together, that was released in 1977 and peaked at number 17 on the Billboard Top R&B Albums charts. I Can't Go On This Way, that peaked at number 18 on the Billboard Top R&B Albums charts. In the Mood, that peaked at number 115 on the Billboard 200 charts and number 9 on the Billboard Top R&B Albums charts. Can't You Tell It's Me, that peaked at number 40 on the Billboard Top R&B Albums charts, and I Just Can't Keep Going On, that peaked at number 39 on the Billboard Top R&B Albums charts. Now with Columbia, Davis released many hits such as Close to You,
This feeling, but it's thrilling me.
This I Swear,
Or no one else. And you're trying to make it through life.
All You Got,
I can't get down. Heart's beating.
Get On Up,
Get on up, get on up. If you ain't never been in the groove, then let
In the Mood, and How Sweet It Is, to mention a few.
I wanna stop. Thank you, baby. Hey, now, how sweet it.
Davis' hits began to dry up in the 80s, but he didn't give up. Davis has released albums on a variety of labels including High Rise Records, Oceanfront Records, Future Records, Ichiban Records, Life Records, and Malaco Records. Davis' last charting single was in 1988 with the song Flashing Back.
When you were romantic and let your love slip away, baby.
His last charted album came in 2003 with the album Come to Daddy, that peaked at number 94 on the Billboard Top R&B Albums charts. Davis' love for music grew so strong during his time at Columbia that it didn't matter if he didn't have any hit songs. He just liked singing, as seen by his following albums. Davis continued to record albums every year or two while touring the soul and blues circuits. Davis suffered from a stroke in October of 2004 and was hospitalized until his death on February 9, 2005 at the age of 67. Tyrone Davis, Willie Clayton, and Otis Clay demonstrated that Mississippi can be a breeding ground for soul vocalists as well as blues musicians.